What's up, y'all? This is really awkward because there's people outside. Um, it's a very nice day outside, so I'm gonna make this video outside. Hopefully that didn't blind you too much. Everybody's outside and like frolicking and playing in the grass and doing basketball and doing work outside and stuff. But guess what? I got for you guys. I got a Dreadlock update. I know you guys were waiting for that. I actually don't know what year and month this is. I do know that it's about 3 years and almost 4 years, so like 3 years and like 7 months or something like that, or like 9 months actually, because I think the 4th year is in May. So, and it's February right now, so whatever that is, almost 4 years. All right. So I kind of have to do this sort of fast because it's 70 degrees right now. It's February. Me and my girlfriend want to go to the city, Washington, D.C., and get fucked up and do a bunch of really cool shit, like do a bunch of drinking and hanging out and stuff. So I'm gonna make this kind of quick. Also, I have to make it today because and this will make sense a little bit later in the video. I have to do it today because I'm going to put my hair into like a protective style, or like just a regular style tonight. And the reason for that being is because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I have some tips for you guys about your hairline, okay? But before we do that, I'm gonna take my hair down and so you guys can see the length. And then I'm gonna go into some tips, okay? Alright, so this is it down, which, by the way, this is how I do wear it quite often. I do wear it this often. I wear it down a lot, okay? I do that a lot. So this is the length. Yeah, that was a fly. I thought it was a bee. I was like, no, it's too soon. You guys got that? I think that this would be actually like one of the very first updates where you guys can really clearly see my dreadlocks, so I'm excited for that. Okay, so it's pretty long. It's not as long as I thought it would be at 4 years. I'm gonna be honest. I'm quite disappointed with the length right now. I don't know what it is. It was growing really fast at first, but and I still think it is really growing really fast. Here's really realistically why I think I feel this way. I get my hair retwisted every 3 or 4 months now. I recommend that when you start to get into 3 or 4 years of maintaining dreadlocks, I recommend at least 2 to 3 months, 4 months if you can. The reason for that is you really want your locks to not thin out, okay? They start to get heavy, you know what I mean? I had one back here that I just combined this time around that was like about to just fall off. You know what I'm saying? Just so thin. You want your locks to be really thick, okay? So when you can get to a point where, I mean, obviously when you're first starting off, you want to get it retwisted as much as you can. 1, it looks sweet, but 2, it just doesn't work as well, obviously, when you're starting off. So you need to retwist it every month. For the people that are doing it first 2 to 2.5 years, for the first 2.5 years, you need to retwist it every month. Anything after that, I'd say a good 3 or 4 months, whenever you feel like it. Yesterday, I just felt like it, getting my hair retwisted. I mean, honestly, I'd probably go like 5 or 6 months. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. I'm kind of rambling. I want to get into the point of this video, okay? Some of you guys may have noticed my hairline, okay? So you see it's well, the hairline's right here, but the dreads start right here, okay? That has been fixed, okay? You guys can go back on my Instagram or the old dreadlocks, the old dread videos, and you can see that my dreads were further back, okay? I fixed it, okay? It was not an easy task. I'm very proud of myself. But what I did and what you should do, you should not let it go too far back, okay? You don't want it to get out of hand. You don't want it to get out of control. Okay, if your hair if your hair is like mine, and it was like I shouldn't say it's like mine, because genetically it's not genetics that was pulling it back. It was me pulling my hair back into ponytails for months and months and months at a time, and it was pulling it back. So, and also me going to the barbershop a bunch of times. If you feel like it's moving back, what you want to do is, what I did was I started just going to the barbershop, but I would leave this alone. I leave this front part alone. I shaved down this part right here that you see that's low. I shaved that down a little bit. Keep the rest of it really dark. You couldn't tell a thing. You couldn't tell that I was actually growing out my hair. You couldn't tell that I was actually trying to grow enough hair to add it to bring my dreadlocks back forward more. You couldn't really tell. I mean, when it was getting really bad, you can kind of tell, which looked really, really bad, and I just kind of had to suffer. Sometimes you just have to suffer when you fix something. But it was very worth it. You can see now that it has moved back forward again. This is very minimal, how I like it. I also started fading the sides out, which looks kind of cool, I think. A lot of people think it's lame to do if you have dreadlocks. I agree, but I think it looks sweet anyways. However, yeah, I mean, do whatever you want to do with your locks, whatever you think is sweet. It worked for me to keep this dark and keep this really light. It gave it a really, really cool look and cool vibe. So yeah, you don't want it to keep moving back and moving back and moving back and moving back. I want to keep moving mine forward, okay? So the way you do that, you can do whatever you want to with this little part right here and whatever. You can keep that dark but low. Everything else, bring this back. Bring it back. Just grow it out. It's okay. Just leave it. Just tell the barber, leave that part dark and blend it. You know what I'm saying? My barber was a really, really big part of me bringing my dreads back. He was like, we need to fix this immediately, and I only went to him, and that's what we worked on. Leave this dark, or leave it alone. If you can, just leave it alone. Just get a line, just get an edge up, and cut this short, like almost like fade this out, like ball fade it out, or just like cut it really short, like bald almost, and whatever. The contrast looks better than you just like getting this whole thing. I've been seeing people with like all of this and then all of this. Yeah, you want to bring it as forward as to the front as you possibly can, because your hair is going to start to get heavier and heavier and heavier, and it's going to start to pull back. So you want to like kind of train it to come forward, okay? And I'm glad that I like fixed this and I like figured this out, so then I can like help you guys out with it. So really, really, really big tip today. If you guys have any like questions and details, I kind of like rushed this video, and I'm gonna have to go back and like edit it and stuff, maybe. But please contact me. I have no issues with you calling me. I like to talk on the phone. If you want to call me and ask me questions, or if you want to email me, or if you want to do whatever. A lot of people hit me up on Instagram or whatever and like ask me questions. I have no issues answering questions for people. People who hit me up know that. So if you have any questions, please let me know. But the big thing is, we're 4 years and we're looking really good. No, I have not ever thought about cutting my hair. Never, ever, ever. I know Lex Lanson just cut his hair. That's really unfortunate. He was one of our big brothers. He was one of our heroes, but there's no way I'm cutting my hair at all, ever. Okay? So, shout out to you, boy Lex Lanson, and I'll catch y'all next time.